Are you ready for excitement? Are you ready for mystery, intrigue, and adventure? Good, perfect, excellent. Dave, Super Monster City, Crazed Collector. We create traveling exhibits that go all over the country. And we promote toys, we promote memory, we promote childhood, we promote imagination. And I got a random bag of toys. And so we're going to take a look at it. It's from all eras across the generations. So first off, let's look at these guys. Oh my goodness, if I can get this baggie open. And so here is, it came from outer space. This is part of the Palmer series. And he was a monster. Quite often they say that Alien was based on that movie. Here's one of my original Palmer creatures from the Black Lagoon. And I can tell he's one of my original ones because he's covered in dirt from when we played in the dirt. All right. Here is the Cyclops, the Palmer Cyclops from the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Again, this was a series of toys that came out in the 60s, and I absolutely went crazy gaga for them. Here's a Dracula. We always thought he kind of looked like a big sissy because he wasn't really very menacing. Ooh, look at me. And then there was King Kong, which really didn't fit the size. But what was really cool about this Kong was he had like a green tinge to him. And so we just pretended he was the mad gorilla in the play. And then here's Gorgo. And if you know Gorgo, he's pretty cool. He's another really cool monster from the Palmer series. Now, also in that same bag, I started throwing some MPC characters. Now, MPC was another plastics company. They put out some really great guys back in the 60s. These were all Frito-Lay Mini-Monsters. They came free when you bought Fritos. There's the vampire. There's the ghoul. And we always pretended he was Igor because he didn't very much like Frankenstein or a ghoul. There's the witch. And then my all-time favorite was the executioner, because we always wondered, what was his story? Who was he? Who was that skull belong to? So that's old stuff. Now we're going to look at some new stuff. And here's, well, this isn't quite new, if you can take a look at that. This was a series of stuff called Spooky Kookys. Now, Spooky Kookys were dime store guys. I can't remember what they cost, a quarter, 49 cents. That guy was like a wild man guy. And then here's another guy that was pretty cool. Help me! And he was always hung upside down. And he was kind of one of the masterminds of being a bad guy. And they were always fighting this other guy in here. Hang on. Where is he? Oh my goodness. I'll find him in a second. They were always fighting this guy who was like the escape guy. And so this guy had a chain and he could always put it around these guys' neck. Oh, I'd choke him. Oh, I can't breathe. And he was like the tough guy. Help! I gotta run. I run away. And then in the same moment, we're going to talk about, here's another guy I just couldn't say no to when I was looking for guys to put in this bag. Isn't he hideous? He hangs by my window and reminds me that, I don't know, something. But he's like a really cool looking. All right, but let's go quick, fast. And then here's another guy that I like a lot. I just threw him in the bag. He's from some European monster fantasy figure company. If you can see him, he just looks like so cool, like he's an orc or a monster or a ghoul. Anybody know where he's from again? I can't remember, and I just can't remember. And then, wait, we got 2 or 3 more guys and we'll get out of here. I put this jiggler guy in because Halloween's just around the corner. That's either Ben Cooper or Ahi. And he's pretty happy. He kind of could go to Oz. And then there's another play schooly kind of guy that I thought could fit into this little montage. And then he's pretty cool. And he can actually do this and fight these guys and like chop his head off. And then here's another goofy guy. These guys came in capsule machines, and which were like those things you put a quarter in, and he won't even sit up for me. There you go. And he's kind of a cool rubber guy. All these guys used to play well together. You know, they'd like go, and then that was always good fun. And then I just threw this guy in as I was walking out the door, and he doesn't have a squeaker anymore, but he's a pretty good spider, and you can tell he's from my house because he's got dust all over him. And I'll do 2 more, and then I'm going to say farewell, 3 more. And then, again, this is a guy I just got recently called a Fuggler. And I just think he is so cool. He's probably one of my newest acquisitions that I think, like, look at those teeth. I would love to cuddle with him if I was like about 5 years old or 7 years old. Favorite monster in my pocket. I did a monster in my pocket recently. The werewolf was my favorite, the Wolf-Man. And another one, he's kind of a crazy guy, and I can't remember what his story was, but if anybody knows, is it from Plants vs. Aliens? No, I don't think so, but it's from some goofy thing. It's from some zombie mummy thing, and I don't remember anything. So the bag is empty. The story has been told. We have thrown stuff at you like a shotgun full of memory and nostalgia. We are the people that want you to be nostalgic about your childhood. What's in your bag of treasure? What toys did you play with? What do you wish you'd kept? What's on your shelf way up high? What do you want to tell your kids about so that they can remind you, oh, you used to play with that kind of cool stuff. There was Hot Wheels, G.I. Joes, there's a million toys. And we all played with them. So don't forget, I gotta go because I'm probably running late. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.